It was two different halves in this ball game, Coach. You shot so well in the first half, over 61%, and the rebounding fairly close in the first half. But the second half, the Islanders out-rebound you, and the shooting kind of cools off a bit.
Well, it did, and especially from two-point range, we didn't get very many in-between baskets, and I thought maybe we could have. The game plan strategically was just about spot on. Maybe we gave up a drive or two or a shot or two from the perimeter, but the idea was to keep their point guard, John Jordan, from hurting us so bad. He still went to the line 10 times and made 8 of them. He still had 14 points and 9 assists, but we kind of kept him in check for the most part. He didn't foul us out. I thought we were a team that were right there about kind of congealing and coming together. We're really close. I would have liked to have gotten this win tonight. It was very gettable. But again, we talked about before the game, I thought this would come down to who had the ball last, the last possession. And I could have used a timeout, but they were sitting on our set pieces very, very well. I didn't know that we'd even get the ball in. And Jermichael, I wish he would attack that three a little bit more versus maybe hoping to get bailed out on a three. He kind of fell back and the ball was kind of short. They did a real good job of playing him well in the second half. And, it just took us a long time. I thought a couple of things happened. One, we kind of panicked just a little bit. There were a lot of calls that went against us for a long time early, from the 18 to the 10-minute mark of the second half. We were looking to the officials to bail us out. They kept trying to say play-through stuff. I was not real happy, for instance, with Ochi tonight. I didn't think he was up to par for this game. He could not focus. The physicality of it, the intensity of it bothered him. And that's a shame to see. Hopefully he'll bounce back. The other thing that happened was down the stretch. We missed 3 out of 4 free throws with Antonio Benton. That's exactly who I wanted to line. He was playing terrific. He was having an otherwise awesome night. He's got to step up and make those free throws. He makes those free throws. We're not searching a 3 at the end. We're probably going for a 1 or a 2-point basket because we're down 1 or 2. It's a whole different ball game. Devontae Upson, even though he was kind of shrugging off 2 big guys down there, had the ball in his hands twice in the zone, and 2 different offensive rebounds came out, and they got another possession, and they got another opportunity. But there were some really big calls. We had one that we felt was clearly off of them going that way. Mike Thornton, the official, points it one way, and he comes over and gets overruled by another guy who points it another. That was a possession they gave back to them in which they hit a 3. And in this game, that's huge. That was huge. It's, I'm disappointed in the outcome. I really like our process, though, right now. I like where we are. And I hate the fact we needed this win more than they did. And they're really bouncing back nicely, playing well at 6-1, and we're 3-4. So our task becomes very clear. We've got to get back mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and get ready for Houston Baptist. It'll be a tough out. They'll play really hard. They want to prove themselves, and we got to come back and play really great, really well, just like we did today. Come back with that same mindset and win on Saturday. We go back to 500. And hopefully we can make a move on the road somewhere. Whether it's the UCA Oral Roberts swing, we've just got to find a combination, a place where we sweep one of these. We didn't have good fortune at Nichols and McNeese. We were down to 7 players. That would have been the ideal place, but it didn't happen. You're coming into a very hot Corpus Christi team, a 1-possession game. You've got the ball at the end to tie it, to send it to overtime, and we didn't end up with a particularly good shot. But I just hated the last 2 minutes, even though they were up by 5 at some point. We worked it all the way back down. We had free throws. We were attacking. We managed the game very well. And, seniors got to step up and make those plays. Devontae's got to grab rebounds. We got to make free throws. I'm not mad at anybody. Just those are the little things. It was up on the board, the little things. Hard work is one thing. Doing the unrequired work, doing the extra, finding the 50-50 ball on the floor, making a free throw, doing those little things is how you wrestle a game away on the road like that, and we didn't do it. So, but I think this team is playing awfully well right now. Offensively, we can come on the road and put up 72 points. And when you can do that or more, and I didn't think we had a particularly good second half. We missed a lot of free throws there at the end with AB, 15 of 23. Not a great shooting night. That becomes 17 of 23, 18 of 23. It's far better. But you know, we can compete on the road. Clearly, we can play with people on the road. We just have to. We're just going to have to do it. We're just going to have to find one where we start to believe. And I just so want this team to get on a roll where they can get a streak going. But we didn't get it started tonight. We'll have to do it against Houston Baptist and hopefully get that done and get back for a single game at UNO at home on Thursday night.
Well, Coach, back on the road. Got about 2 days here. And it's a 7:30 tip on Saturday night, so we will talk to you then. I know you're going to get back there working hard and get back. And I'm sure this film will be broken down with the guys.
It will, but it's just some little things. Maybe you show them a few things that we didn't do defensively, but they had to work hard to figure out the zone, and they did a good job to begin with the first 8 to 10 minutes of the second half. But we then kind of got it back under control and slowed them down again. They came out really hard. We had trouble scoring, and then the last 10 minutes was pretty much an even ball game. But I think our prep time has been really good. We're not killing our guys. We feel very cautious right now. We've had so many injuries. The fine line between working enough and having the emotional energy, the physical energy to play these games like this. Antonio Benton had the guys log a lot of minutes tonight. I wish, like Ochi had been a little bit more engaged. He only plays 10 minutes. Devontae plays 36. Antonio plays 34. Dre plays 31. But, we'll hopefully get some positive. Ochi has no points. 1 rebound, no points, and 2 turnovers in 10 minutes. And that's just unacceptable. And, as opposed to breaking down some film, maybe it's individual film sessions that happen. But, the other thing is we got a quick turnaround time. We got to get to know Houston Baptist by 7:30 Friday night. So, 45 hours or so from now, we've got to know them. And we will. And we'll break those guys down, and we'll have a plan and start working it tomorrow and go to their gym and get ready. But, Southeastern's basketball team is really coming together. But now we just got to get a couple more things to happen and pull one of these games on the road out. We're playing well on the road. There's no question about it against a good team. We just got to finish one of these off. Houston Baptist would be a great win for us to stay even at 4-4.
Thanks for joining us, Coach, and we'll talk to you on Saturday.